All right, let's do this. Day number 22. I think I'm actually not even 100% sure. It's Sunday. But yeah, gonna be fasting for at least a full 24-hour water fast. More than that, it'll be at least, I guess, a 36 or so hour water fast, just because of my eating window. Not gonna jeopardize that for any reason. So it'll be at least a 36-hour water fast. Just give my body a little time to reset after dining out on Friday and just having a couple kind of extracurriculars in the diet. I'm definitely paying the price with my princess tummy. But yeah, other than that, just gonna go and grind my ass off to try to sell some health insurance because I need to make money, and that is currently how I'm doing it. So as far as filming today goes, shouldn't be too time intensive, but I've still got a ton of editing to do to catch up, and it'll be a lot easier now that I'm back to my normal routine of work, exercise, eat a little, and sleep and film. So that'll be good. But yep, it's definitely going to be a process and a journey to get the one vlog or whatever the hell this is per day out, but I'm gonna do it. Not gonna give up like I have on other things in the past. I just am convinced that patience and consistency and determination are the defining factors of where you make it in this life, and they were all missing ingredients in how I went about anything for the last 31 years. I never had patience. I never had, I would have consistency, but in short bursts, 2-3 months doing something really consistently, get bored, move on to the next thing. And I'm just not going to do that because this is, funnily enough, my calling. I love making videos. I just need to be able to design a life where I have way more time to edit and to film. But I'm still very fortunate. I have plenty of time, just have to structure my days very thoughtfully. The truth is to even not be, as a paralyzed person or someone with severe injury, or if you're have intense athletic endeavors in mind, I mean, you just need 4 to 8 hours a day of training. I could really train for 8 hours a day and be, still only making incremental progress forward on the spinal cord injury front. It's just such an intense injury to try to rehab, and there's so many downstream effects that you have to account for. I mean, just sitting in the chair a ton is just shortening your entire posterior chain. All of the other effects, the atrophy of the legs that needs to be counteracted with functional electrical stimulation and other exercises. And that's not even getting into the neuroplasticity, where I have some braces, some knee, ankle, foot, or some CAFO, knee, ankle, foot orthotics that I should really be walking in for 30 to 45 minutes minimum per day, but I just don't know where the heck that would fit in to the never-ending equation of physical therapy type stuff. And then also I want to train pretty intensely for surfing and get out surfing a lot, and that actually kind of doubles as physical therapy. It's sitting in the prone position, stretching out my hip flexors and the whole front of my body in kind of the opposite that I'm sitting in the chair, you know, the opposite position. And then on top of that, the, you know, shoulder and back exercise that is, you know, swimming in the surf is absolutely essential. It's working all the muscles that I need to work the most, especially to prevent the hunching of the shoulders. So surfing counts as physical therapy and everything like that, but I need time to train for it and to get out there and do it. I mean, more than anything, I need time to get out there and do it. It'd be nice to be able to surf at least, you know, 3 to 5 days a week if I was gonna consider seriously competing. It's pretty cool because as an adaptive surfer, I can go, you know, compete in big competitions all around the world. That would be, obviously, if I was not an adaptive surfer, would be completely inaccessible to my skill level. If I was just, you know, still able-bodied and surfing, I would be, you know, basically disqualified from anything. That wasn't just a little local competition, but the pool of people that you're competing against in the adaptive world is so small that as a, you know, pretty amateur level surfer, a very extremely amateur, a bottom of the barrel amateur level surfer, with a little bit of practice, you can, you know, participate in some pretty cool stuff. So really looking forward to doing that and to being able to train in a way where, you know, it's possible to actually compete. I really do need to be getting out there 3 to 5 days a week, which hopefully by like end of open enrollment season, like February next year kind of time, I will, you know, kind of get to the at least the 2 or 3 day a week mark, and then over time hopefully progress to where I'm getting out, you know, five mornings a week, super early. That would just be awesome. Sunrise sesh every day. You know, not every day, but sunrise sesh 5 days a week would be pretty sick. Even if it wasn't good surf, I'd just get out there and just paddle and exercise and have all the benefits of being in the ocean. There's nothing as just therapeutic and healing as spending time in the ocean. Could also do some open water swimming if the drift and everything was too strong to justify surfing, especially alone. I don't know, I'm gonna have to find a way to surf alone even when there is a drift. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, if it's just a matter of asking random strangers for help, which is, you know, always an option. If I'm stranded a half mile up the beach, I'm sure I can find a kind soul out there to bring me my wheelchair. Obviously that's not an option everywhere. It's just a luxury that I have in New Smyrna because there is hard packed sand that I'm able to wheel on. But alternatively, I could try to find a place where there's like a point break or a cove where drift isn't as much of a problem, and it would just be a matter of a really long scoot on the butt to get back to wherever I stashed the wheelchair or anything like that. But you know, that's a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I really want to, what I need to design is, I need to design basically like a pair of paralyzed swim shorts, or maybe even like basically maybe even swim pants, to be honest, because like my knee is really raw right now from rubbing, because I'm constantly in the same position and I have no control over what my knee is doing. It's rubbing on the traction pad on my board and it's pretty bloodied up. So maybe some pants, but at least some shorts that have butt pads in them. So when I'm scooting along the beach, if I need to do a really long scoot, or even just in general, just scooting into the water for, you know, 100 yards or so, 50 yards, whatever it is, It'd be nice to have some butt pads and just provide some extra protection. I've never had an issue with sores or anything like that, but if I start solo surfing and, you know, I end up getting a half mile down the beach or something, I've got my booties and everything to protect my heels, but if I have to scooch for whatever reason a half mile or something like that, that would be a big risk to the sit bone area on my booty. I don't know if it would be too much of a risk if I built up to it, if that part of my body would gain some callus or tolerance, because it's not, the real risk is sitting in one place for a long time and losing the oxygenation. You know, I don't plop myself down super hard when I sit, I just lift up and set myself down gently, so you're getting circulation every time you move, and you're moving around a lot and changing positions. So I don't know, but I think it would definitely feel a little better with a bit of padding on there. Even though I can't feel it, you know, it feels like it would be painful if I could. So that's it. That is the morning sum up of where we're at and what we're doing. And I will bid you farewell for a minute. Hopefully time between editing and working at work, time will allow a good workout, because I've been out of the gym for a couple days and I feel completely recuperated and ready to crush a really hard chest workout probably. I'd like to do back, to be honest, but like I said, I've said multiple times, if you're someone who's watched this, you know, has watched some of the previous videos, is my work gym does not have a good setup for paralyzed back workouts. I'm gonna get creative eventually, but just haven't yet. So yeah, have to do some YouTubing myself, see what other paralyzed people do to get back workouts with kind of limited resources. But anyways, I'm gonna get off this device and get into work. Just got done with my workout actually. Pretty simple. Just hit 4 sets of 50-pound dumbbell bench press, and then hit 3 sets of 50-pound dumbbell chest flies, just all on the flat bench, and just went to failure. Like, I think the max number of reps I did on the bench press was like 21, and then the max number on the flies was like 13, so just went to when I couldn't really do any more, and gonna call it a day. At least call it a day for exercising. I still gotta go back upstairs, try to sell some more health insurance, but that's all right. Only gonna be here for another probably hour or so, and then gonna head home. I'm starving right now. This fast is much needed, but brutal. I won't eat again until I ate last night, you know, at 6:30 or something, and I won't eat again. Last night being Saturday night at 6:30. Today's Sunday. I won't eat again until Monday afternoon, sometime in the afternoon, probably, hopefully right at noon if I get to work quickly enough, but maybe a little bit after that. So however many hours that is, you know, 40 hours roughly. But yeah, should be good. Should feel much better and cleaned out and refreshed and ready to fuel back up tomorrow. But gonna put these weights away, get back upstairs, and that's what I'm gonna do. Day 22 is coming to an end. I'm in bed on time at 9 p.m., which is awesome. I'm gonna make a habit out of this on nights that I work or try to. Got home today, hit the FES bike and stood for a little while. watched the worst show I've seen in a long time, called The Worst Roommate Ever, I think it's called. Watched the first episode and can say with great conviction I would recommend avoiding it completely, unless you want to watch a really dumb criminal rob really dumb people. I mean, it's just I'm gonna say it. It's just impossible to feel bad for the people on the show without spoiling it for anyone that wants to indulge. People in that show are absolute idiots. I'm sorry. Everyone that got stolen from and nearly killed or whatever, just, they didn't deserve it. He was a terrible person and he was shitty, but I mean, you can't feel bad for him. You got to take some responsibility for the situations you put yourself in. Anyways, I digress on that subject. Day 22 was a relative success. One of the reasons I wanted to make this vlog and everything and just share with other people who potentially have, spinal cord or neurological injuries or whatever is just to show that 90% of true healing and progress and incremental change in your life is just not sexy whatsoever. It's doing it when you absolutely don't feel like it. And my workout today, I did not feel like doing. I made so many excuses why I could just start tomorrow, or I had more important things to do, and I really need to make some money. I should just keep working and work out tomorrow. But I was just like, no, that's not the path that I'm on, and it's important to just keep those little I promised myself this morning that I was going to do a workout, and so those little promises, they really add up. And it's taken me a long time to learn that myself, and I just want to be, that reminder that helps even a single other person keep that promise, whatever it is, today or tomorrow. But yeah, 22 is in the books. I'm dying right now on this fast. I am probably 24 hours into it, maybe 26, 27 hours into it, and I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I really, again, justified I'll just have a collagen shake or a protein shake or, just something. I justified so many different things inside my head, but I know that it's what my body needs right now. I just need regular, prolonged fasts as resets for my gut for whatever reason. It gets a little bit out of line. I just don't eat until it feels better, and it's awesome. I have to be careful though, doing it too much, because if I eat unhealthy, I have all sorts of gut issues, and I have like deodorant in there. Ow. Just noticed on camera. Ow. It's really fucking in there. I use this natural deodorant that I just bought, and it kind of just clumps up inside your armpits. But anyways, that was unnecessary, useless tangent. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have to be careful not to fast too much, because I just start losing muscle rapidly if I'm doing regular, 2, 3, 4, 5 day fasts, or just, liquid diets or whatever it is to just let the inflammation inside me calm down. The better answer is just to eat only whole foods. Had that one meal or 2 meals out where I had some rice. Thought it would be, I don't know if rice qualifies as a whole food or not. I think it's on the edge. I think it's probably leans towards processed food. It's definitely in my processed category. I'm putting it in the processed category because it fucked me up completely. So not good. I don't know if it was the rice or like the oils and stuff. I had some dipping sauces and sauces on some of the things that I ate. So don't know if that did it or if it was just the rice solo. But yeah, I'm proud of myself for going out to dinner and being in environments where everyone else is drinking and not drinking, and sticking to the diet and all that. But kind of tanned tangented around there a little bit, but I'm gonna bid you farewell. Day 22 out of 180 is another one ticked off the list, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.